Good day to our beloved instructor, Sir Jumeli Acabado. I am Irene Magsinusibolo, BSc 2C. At this point, I am going to discuss the 30 terminologies and its definition. It's either Tagalog or English. At meron po tayong scarf. Tatakpan po natin ang ating mata para malaman kung saulado ba natin ang ating inaral o hindi. Now, let me start. The first one is the criminalistics. Criminalistics, it is the scientific or application of scientific method in collecting, analyzing physical evidence. Ang criminalistics, ito daw po yung paglalapat at paglangkap ng pamamaraan sa isang bagay upang ito ay malaman na ginagamitan siya ng forensic sciences in collecting physical evidence. And what is physical evidence? Ang physical evidence, it is all about the materials that can found in the crime scene or yung mga bagay na ginamit sa isang krimen. For example, is the corpus delicti, associative evidence, tracing evidence. The second one is the forensic sciences. Forensic sciences, the science techniques and principles. The example of forensic sciences is photography, anthropometry, but hindi siya karanimitang ginagamit ngayon. Polygraph, lie detector, anthropology, odontology, and question document examination. There are a lot of different forensic sciences. The third one is he is a person, Dr. Hans Gustav Adolf Gross. Dr. Hans Gustav Adolf Gross, he is a father of modern criminalistics and father of criminal investigation. Next is the fingerprint. Fingerprints, it is the reliable, infallible, and permanent and stands all among forensic sciences. Pag sinabing fingerprint po, ito po ay kalimitang makikita sa isang crime scene na ito ay kinukuha upang matukoy ang pagkakakilanlan ng isang kriminal. Ito po ay kalimitang ginagamit sa panahon natin ngayon. The next is the ridge. Ridge, ito yung guhit sa ating mga daliri or the line in our finger. Next is the pores. Ito yung pagitan dun sa guhit natin sa daliri, yung nasa gitna ng guhit sa daliri. The next is ridge pores. The next is anthropometry. When we say anthropometry, it's the measurement of the body. Nasusukat dito yung katawan, kung ikaw ba ay matangkad or pandak, payat or mataba. Ito yung kalimitang ginagamit noong una para matukoy ang isang kriminal, anthropometry. Next is the photography. When you say photography, it is the process of taking evidence. Ito yung proseso sa pagkuha ng isang ebidensya. It is also it is reliable. Kasi ito ay kalimitan din ginagamit sa panahon natin ngayon ng mga pulisya, mga law enforcement. Next is the photograph. Kung yung photography ay process, ang photograph naman, ito yung na-produce. That is called the produce image by which photography is used. Next is forensic ballistics. Forensic ballistics, the identification of a firearms. Ito po para matukoy ang kalidad ng isang baril, kung ito ba ay rifle, pistol, and its function, kung saan nga ginagamit ang isang baril. That is forensic ballistics. Next, the forensic anthropology. When you see forensic anthropology is the study of skeletal remains. Yung mga buto na matagal nang nakaimbak na pinag-aralan. Ito kung ito ba ay lalaki o babae at kung ilang taon na ang butong iyon. The next is the forensic odontology. So, forensic odontology is the study of the dental sa ngipin sa iba't ibang parte ng ating ngipin. Pag-aaral sa ngipin. Next is the polygraph or the lie detector. The lie detector, ito yung machine kung saan malalaman kung ikaw ba ay nagsisinungaling o hindi sa pamamagitan ng pag-detect ng psychological indicators. The PP, the BP, pulse, respiration, and skin conductivity. Kung tumataas ang blood pressure mo sa pulso, at kung tumatayo ang balahibo mo, kinakabahan ka, at matutukoy nito kung ikaw ay nagsisinungaling. Next, the legal medicine. When we say legal medicine is the application of medical knowledge. Ito yung pag-aaral medico-legal. For example is autopsy. The example of medical knowledge. Kung paano ba i-apply ang isang autopsy sa isang bangkay. Medical knowledge. The next is dermatoglyphics. When you say dermatoglyphics, it is the study of skin. Pag-aaral sa balat ng isang tao. It's either Malayan, Negros, or other types of skin. Next is the tattoo. When you say tattoo is the permanent ink of the body. Ito yung tinatato. For example, kalamitan itong makikita as a design sabi ng nakararami. Ito ay kalimitan makita sa bilanggo o sa any places na nauuso ang pagtatato. The next is John Dillinger. John Dillinger, he is the public enemy number 1 of the United States. Next, the Robert James Pitts. Robert James Pitts is known which they didn't have fingerprint. A man without fingerprints for short. Next is the epidermis. Epidermis. When you say epidermis, is the outermost layer of the skin. Itong sa labas yung nakikita, outermost. That is called epidermis. And the next is the dermis. When you say dermis, it is the innermost. Tingnan sa loob ng ating epidermis. The second part of epidermis, the dermis. Next is cheroscopy. When we say cheroscopy, it's the study of the prints of the palms of the hand. Pag-aaral pa rin sa kamay. Next is poroscopy. Poroscopy is the study of footprints sa paa. Next is the podoscopy. When you say podoscopy, it's the study of the arrangement of the sweat pores. The next is the polydactyl. When you say polydactyl, ito yung maraming daliri na pinag-aaralan sa forensic sciences. Maraming daliri. Polydactyl. Macrodactyl. Malalaki. Macro, pro itself, the word itself. Macrodactyl. Microdactyl, maliit. Ectrodactyl, kulang. And syndactyl. When you say syndactyl, ito hindi pantay-pantay na daliri. And The last one is the bifurcation. When you say bifurcation, ito yung parang sa fingerprint identification. Ito yung nagsamang parang tinidor. Bifurcation. And that's it. That's the end of my discussion about the 30 terminologies. Pasensya na po kung nagkabulol-bulol. Ayun lang po at magandang araw po sa ating lahat at sa ating minamahal na guro, Sir Jomel. Thank you so much and have a blessed day at all. Good day.